In this video, I'm going to go over application hosting options, including web apps, containers, as well as virtual machines. Once again, get out some writing utensils or just go ahead and get a notepad out because you're going to remember a lot more of these different terms and what they mean if you write them down. There are many different options for app hosting. For instance, we've got balanced hosting. This is going to balance the need for simplicity with the need for control over your applications. You're going to be responsible for functionality such as code and environment configuration. But Azure is going to manage the underlying runtime and infrastructure, and that includes updates as well as patches. Then you have the Azure App Service Full. This is a service web hosting, includes language runtimes, containers, and automation workloads. Serverless computing is definitely something you want to remember. Serverless hosting solutions are designed to run stateless code, which includes a consumption-based pricing tier. Remember, consumption-based pricing is you use what you want and pay for that amount rather than putting out a whole lot of cash for capital expenditures. Then we have microservices. Microservices are hosting solutions that run small independent services that work together to form a larger application. Microservices are typically deployed as containers. Client compute. This runs on the client outside Azure. Client compute is typically used for client-side rendering and client-side processing, such as browser-based or mobile applications. Then you have Azure Front Door, something I mentioned in a previous video, but let's define that a little more closely. Azure Front Door is used for all internet-facing applications to provide a global cached and secure network to your static and dynamic assets, including DDoS protection. That's that denial of service protection that was mentioned previously, as well as end-to-end TLS encryption, application firewalls, and geo-filtering. Server compute assets are files that are processed by the server before being served to the client. Dynamic assets are developed using back-end server compute, optionally integrated with other Azure services. Then there's CI/CD compute. This is compute that's used to build and deploy your application. The Azure Web App is a platform as a service offering from Microsoft that allows developers to host, build, and manage their web applications in the cloud without worrying about underlying infrastructure. Then we have application containers. This is a container that's like a package. It contains everything it needs except for the kernel that is going to be able to run your applications within Azure. And container first hosting. These are solutions designed to host containers. The service provides container-specific configuration, options, and features. Now, you're going to be responsible for the compute inside the container. The services which host containers move from managed control to full responsibility. So you only have to take on the amount of container management that you want. There are certain needs that you need to do to specify during creation, such as the container name. You've got to create a unique name for the container within your resource group. Then you've got your image source. This specifies the location of the container image, and that can be from Azure Container Registry, Docker Hub, or any other container registry. And you also need to specify the size, which specifies the CPU cores and amount of memory that are going to be allocated for the container. There's more app hosting options than I ever thought possible. You never know which ones may be asked on the AZ900 exam. You do not need to have deep knowledge of what you saw here, but at least some definition knowledge of the name and function as you saw in this video.